for this year, translated to English, means it's not for the old. It's an irony that dwells with the question of age and the concepts of age and the way age is being treated not only in corporate environments but as well in advertising and communication industry. We will start on a milder note addressing the theme in question, and then we will discuss the networks. We have representatives from the networks, international networks, here with us tonight. And then we will discuss also this subject within the networks. The truth is, the new old people are the result of a globalized, contemporary, informed society. They are as stimulated as the young ones by everything that is happening in the world today. And in fact, the improvement of health conditions causes that old age to happen much later than before. If there's some advantage in this new era, in which everything happens at the same time with that real predetermined order, as a consequence of the mood of the gods, and everything is truly mixed. This semi-anarchy we are living now has some disadvantages, but now as the advantage, the big advantage, that is freeing us from the questions of identity and the other questions associated with age, gender, political color, race, and so on. So in a way, we live in the time that we discuss these matters and they are very important, but at the same time, we are more free to discuss them now, and the barriers that existed before and the prejudice that existed before is no longer. So today, we have to discuss this theme. We have three giants of worldwide advertising, three men that helped shape the face of the modern advertising as we know it today. Miguel Forones has been the Spanish creative who has held the highest job in a multinational advertising network, Global Creative Director of Leo Burnett, responsible for 96 agencies in 94 countries. With this appointment, he was the fourth worldwide Chief Creative Officer of the agency, since its founder, Leo Burnett, opened the agency in 1935. Following the acquisition of Leo Burnett by Publicis, Miguel Ángel was named the chairman of the Publicis Group operations in Iberia, and is currently now executive chairman for Publicis Communications. He has also won awards in practically every major global creative festival: Cannes, EFI, The One Club, BNAD, El Sol, El Ojo, and so on. Miguel Ángel has been the president of Spanish Association of Advertising Agencies. He has published books. He's a writer as well. He's published books of essays such as El Mundo de la Publicidad, 3,000 años de Internet, short stories and poetry, as El Color de las Palabras, 15 historias que vienen a cuento, and novels, El Escritor de Anuncios, Primera Clase, and the most recent, El Té de Kunming.
Les hablamos ahora de Justino, un vigilante nocturno de una fábrica de maniquíes que es el protagonista.
Y ya los ha ganado a todos.
Y hablamos ahora de Justino, es el entrañable personaje que nos responsabiliza.
I invite Miguel to the stage, please. Miguel, por favor, ahí. Sí, gracias. Siscu Molina is a veteran of Spanish advertising, with more than 30 years of experience in development of communication and advertising campaigns. He started his career in a small local agency in Barcelona as a junior copywriter. BBDO called him in 1988 and joined Tiempo BBDO as a copywriter. In the agency, he has held the positions of creative director and executive creative director. He has led the communications of national and international clients, managing global campaigns that have been broadcast in more than 100 countries. He has also been awarded in all the important national and international advertising industries festival, and he's also been a juror on almost all of them. Currently, he also regularly gives lectures and classes in business centers and universities. I invite Siscu Molina to the stage, please. Jacques Séguéla, France's foremost adman, was first a pharmacist, a Paris match reporter, and driver of the first round-the-world trip in a French car. Francois, editor-in-chief at 30, by 35, Jacques formed Rue Séguéla, creating poster campaigns for Mitterrand, Chirac, and Giscard d'Estaing, and landmark work for Carrefour, Produits Libres. His 26 books began with "Don't tell my mother I'm in advertising. She thinks I'm a pianist in a brothel." Fils de Pou and Demain il sera trop tard, all while creating campaigns such as Club Med, the best idea since the invention of happiness, Vuitton, the spirit of travels, and Dunlop's love torture test. Séguéla's reach went international with RSGG, which merged with Eurocom to create Euro RSGG, now HAVAS, the first French and first European agency. When Vicente Bolloré became president of HAVAS, Jacques Séguéla stayed on as a VP Global Creativity. At 84, he says old age begins when regrets overcome dreams.
Chapeau. Tu monterais là-haut avec ton petit bolide? C'est une GTI.
Il est complètement à la masse.
Ça va décoiffer. Hein.
Équipe 4 sur le pont.
La GTI, la GTI sauvage.
I call to the stage Monsieur Jacques Séguéla. And now I will start with you.
I can go to sleep now?
Yeah, in a while. 10 minutes. So I will really start with you. I would like you to contextualize the movie we just saw and to make you a question. Would this be possible to make today?
I need to tell all the story. We are 40 years ago, and at this moment, Citroën are in big trouble because the sales fall down to 7%, to 7 on 10. And so the boss of Citroën said me, you need to create a splendid spot for me, an extraordinary spot. Take all the creativity you want, all the money you want. I need to save this company. See, if we don't try to put up the sale, we merge with Peugeot, and the brand disappear. And so we find an idea, and we write the script. I phone to the boss and say, I see I have a good idea. I tell him the story. He said, okay, go, you can do that. He never received the script. He never received the comment on dit devis?
Devis?
Le devis, the price of the spot.
The price, yeah,
The price.
The budget.
Never.
The budget.
The only problem is not to have the idea. The big problem is to have a aircraft carrier and a submarine. So I said to my TV producer, go to Los Angeles, maybe we can do that in the studio, how much cost, and to another TV producer, go to Moscow, because I learned at this moment, Moscow is selling the old materials, military materials. And 3 days after, they come back and say, it's niet and yet. So I say, yeah, only one possibility is François Mitterrand, the president. I phone to his secretary and I say, I need to meet the president. It's so important for me. I can destroy the agency if I am not the meeting with him. I need to meet him soon as possible. 2 minutes after, she called me, the president is waiting for you. I run to the Elysee, and I arrive at the Elysee, and a policeman waits for me at the door of the Elysee. We run to the office of François Mitterrand, and the president opens the door himself. And he says, Séguéla,